Crusader Kings 2 is filmed before a live studio audience. Welcome. Today, things are going to go a little bit mad. So, originally I didn't have time to record CK2. I got a friend visiting this weekend. I made sure Rimwell was done. I made sure that we did a little bit of Morrowind. And Morrowind is my warm-up series, so that just gets done whenever, basically. CK2, because of the Dungeon Master, takes so much time and effort that I wasn't able to get CK2 pre-recorded. However, the train is late, so we've got like half an hour here to do some CK2. I had a plan of how we could tie it into the series perfectly. My friends, chaos mode. And this is where if I was a lesser YouTuber, I would be blaring air horns and there would be flashing lights and stuff. But we've got half an hour, so I've already wasted 3 minutes on that shitty splash screen that I just popped up there. So what does that mean? Well, I've taken the Dungeon Master, which was originally, if you remember, 10 years, which I then dropped down to 5 years. I've now dropped it down to every year. So this is going to be just chaos. And it's just for today, so that I have a nice reason why we have a time limit in real life, but also a challenge that will hopefully come out of that, because the Dungeon Master is going to be causing just chaos. Just absolute, pure, unadulterated chaos here. So there was a comment yesterday, and it's genius, that said the quickest way to actually get people, strangely enough, to convert to secret religious _ T-Rex _ the Heretic Society, so that we can obviously sow the seeds of doubt and whatever across our realm and eventually convert everybody, is to convert them to Catholicism and then secretly induct them into the cult. Because we have such high diplomacy, as weird as it sounds, that's legitimately the best strategy we can do right now. Welcome to CK2. So to convince people to join our religion, we have to convince the people who are openly our secret religion to become our fate religion, so that they can secretly become the religion they were before we convince them to become openly our fate religion. Any questions? I didn't think so. Right, let's go for it. So we want to go ahead and do our religion conversion on basically all of our realm, because I think it was all of our vassals actually, besides the one that we'd already inducted, right? Let's go search vassals, and let's go, not my religion, I guess, and then we'll just go through this entire list. Oh, God. Okay, I don't care about all of them. Right, here we go. Let's try that again. And in theory, they should all say yes, because like I said, our diplomacy is absolutely nuts with this, dude. I don't know why we can't convert you. Why? You're a vassal of a vassal. Ah, okay. See, I haven't taken into account things like that, but hopefully our vassal will do that on our behalf. The cool thing is, too, there's a chance that when we ask them to convert, they might just end up keeping their secret religion as the religion we want them to be secretly anyway. That way, and to be fair, it does make some sense, I guess. The Catholic Church won't suspect a thing and allow our cult to flourish. If we've got people openly saying, you know, oh, I am these heretics, the Catholic Church is going to be keeping a very close eye on Bohemia, whereas if we get them to convert over to our religion, they've got no reason to suspect us. Look, I'm a good and diligent Catholic. Little do they know, secretly behind the scenes, secret _ religious _ society _ T-Rex _ the heretics. Getting ready to overthrow them. Okay, speaking of which, we're still fabricating claims in nowhere. Okay, so we want to try and we did try and obviously push that claim on Colin, so I think we've actually lost the, oh, we still got it. Okay, fine. We got a weak claim, but because we tried to press it, we're going to inherit it. That's good. People were asking, why didn't I just make Nandin Wall our sister, the Adult of Destiny, Immortal, Inspiring Leader, Brilliant Strategist, who got selected randomly by the Dungeon Master for Dungeon Mastery? Why don't we play as her? There are side effects that I haven't discussed to the Adults of Destiny, but we could play as her. It seems a little kind of unfair in a way, unbalanced, because I know what those side effects are going to be. Because this is my world, damn it, I built it. So we've got to be a little bit careful about it. I don't mind doing it if people just want to see what happens with that, but there is a side effect, let me just put it that way. It's not exactly going to be the free or mortality. Apparently they're all voting for my cousin. Let's go bowling. I mean, he's really good. Mastermind Theologian, groomed, shrewd, strong, attractive, Master Seducer, that's what I like to see. He's actually really good. He's got a couple of traits that are a bit shit. Content is arguably not terrible, especially for a vassal. Craven is pretty garbage, but besides that, it's not really much of a concern. Okay, now here's the big one. Namphadalist, the Prodigy, the Curious. He's now ambitious. However, it looks as if he's also about to die. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, it's just the flu. Nothing to worry about. Got Pet Songword. What did you just get then? Did you just get groomed? Oh, this boy. Oh, this boy. I've got high hopes for you, little Namphadalist. Keep an eye on him. I want to make sure that his... What did he lose then? Oh, he lost the flu. That's okay. Obviously, he's our rival. Has lowered our life expectancy pretty significantly, but we'll worry about that later. What about, like, these splinter states? Yeah, see, we've got Count Miroslav here who's just kicking around on our borders, so we can go and push that one. What's going on here? That was part of Estonia? Oh, that is the Duchy of Moravia. How did you get independence? No holder. I wonder if they made it when we were just a duke? Because we've not had any independent wars or anything like that, so I don't entirely know what happened there. Oh well. Go ahead and tidy this up. We might as well expand our borders a little bit. I know it's not going to be massive, but it's better than nothing, huh? And this is more expansion than we did yesterday when we were kind of... especially the day before that, we were trapped in Oubliette the entire episode. Right, so we've got Nan and Andor. Nandin Wall, even if we don't end up playing as her, we need to take advantage of her while we've got her, because she's such an incredible commander. She's got all those crazy bonuses. In fact, can we see the total bonuses from her... this will apply, I assume. Yeah, there you go. Her modifiers on here as well. See, like, Cunning Planner, got Inspiring Leader there, Tenacious Duelist. She gets such an insane amount of bonuses outside of just her martial score as well. Martial influence obviously timesing up there too, but man, this is insane. 82 personal combat as well. I didn't realize how many of the Child of Destiny things that she gave you just pure personal combat. I'll be honest, I was expecting the Adults of Destiny to be a lot more powerful when I threw them together, but seeing that now, it's not quite as strong as I expected, which is probably why they aren't, you know, blobbing out of control. I think the strongest one was Sweden. We'll actually check up on them in a second and see how they're doing. Right, so you're next, and you're another... Oh, you're Waldensian. We could holy war you. I don't want to give Catholicism any more moral authority, though, do I? We'll just go for the de jure claims. It's free prestige as long as we don't push the ducal claim, so I'm alright with that. Mandrake. Oh, right, from the Hermetic Society. I was like, what the hell is that? Look, I might have 1 or 2 hours in this game, but there's a lot of things that just completely skip my mind because they're so minor. Like, minor ingredients. I'm not going to remember that there's Mandrake in this freaking game. I'm especially not going to remember to be part of the Hermetic Society. On the subject of Hermetic Society as well, someone sent me a message over Discord. Oh, really? Is that all? Hang on, though. Because it came out pretty decent. I can't deny that. Humble, zealous, greedy, ambitious, groomed. To say he got some shit traits out of it too. He had what, like timid, idolizer. That's not bad at all. Oh, we can get Meridite for free. Boom. There we go. Chance at patient. Come on. Yes. Oh, look at that. What a kid. What a child right there. Now, I believe because we destined him with our magic mage powers to become a steward, does that mean he'll automatically be upgraded to Midas Touch now? Let's keep an eye on him. Come on. I mean, it took a little while before the other one fired, didn't it? So let's get that. Let's not just sit here and watch him while the war is being fought in the background here. I want to press something big, you know? Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, so at the end of yesterday, you might remember that a religion was proven by the Dungeon Master to be right, and that happened to be Zikri, a very minor Sunni heresy. That has caused just massive revolts. You can see the revolts just ripping through like the Byzantine Empire. Bulgaria has just completely fallen apart. It's only her and the other ruler who became Zikri there. That's all falling apart too. We've got Germany being pulled apart. France is an absolute mess as well. Besides that, though, things are fairly stable. It's just a Catholic realm, unsurprisingly, that's kind of fallen apart here. Can we take anything from Germany? This would be a great time if we were our old religion to just go ahead and push forward on that one. We could go for... Can we not go for Culm again? Or are we... Why can't we push that? Currently voting against this... I don't see why we can't. Okay, it doesn't matter too much. Unless it's a separate revolt. No, it's the same revolt. Okay, it doesn't really matter too much. I was just kind of seeing if there was some kind of wars of opportunity again so we can take advantage of our Tower of Destiny there. I have encountered Secret Religious Society Template Rank 1 female Rechaser many times while carrying out my duties for the Secret Religious Society T-Rex the Heretics. It's always a pleasant occasion. Yeah, we're friends, are we? Sure. Oh, yeah, she's really good. Wait, who's that kid? Wait. Oh. Oh, our son's lover. Oh, what the hell happened here? Lunatic. Now Fadler went lunatic. To be fair, Nan Fadler and Nan Fadlist are roughly even now in terms of stats. In theory, Nan Fadler in the short term would be better because he's got Shrewd and Genius, giving him +7 overall, whereas Nan Fadler is just +6 to everything. He also hasn't got his Midas Touch. I don't know if that's going to take a little time to fire still. Is that not like a prophecy? Yeah, Destined Steward. There it is. It expires... Right, it expires the 19th of March, 1089. So that means that when that... Maybe in 7 years' time, when that modifier expires, he'll actually go ahead and become a full-blown steward. Okay, fair enough. We'll keep an eye on that one. But, to be honest, it's kind of a hard choice. This guy's cruel. Lunatic isn't necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad either. Slothful is kind of a pain in the ass. But the fact that this guy's our rival, it might make it quite difficult. Oh. Greece's opinion by 98, and that's another bonus of having such high diplomacy. Gifts count for so much more, except for like weird occasions like greedy characters and I believe lunatics as well and shit like that. I wanted to try and induct you, but I don't think we can. It's not been approached or inducted into another faith recently? Hey? It's not been approached recently. What does that mean? It's been approached or inducted. Oh, maybe that's when he was a kid. Was that when he was a child and I offered to read him from the Bible to stop him being a Catholic and then maybe that counted? I'm not entirely sure. We'll try and do that again at some point. But obviously our heir is going to solely depend on whether or not this kid can become disorganized heretic. 23. I don't know. In terms of stats, I think I prefer Nanfadler in some ways. He's got the diplomacy intrigue combo, which is quite nice. This kid's only got stewardship, which is fine. But it's not as if we're struggling for cash or prosperity right now as we sit on our mountain of gold. I think this guy's got more potential, given his traits. Yeah, it's a hard one. Okay, well, we'll get them married off either way. See if we can find you another prodigy wife so that we've got that a multiplicative chance, I think it is, isn't it, in CK2? Right, let's go prodigy. I need a filter, I assume. There we go. So we got yeah, her. We can't get it to court because her mother's account. I wonder if we can invite her with the council promise. No. Minus 240. False religion. Yeah, I assume that'd be the case. We can't buy a favor from her. I'll just double check. Yeah, I didn't think that was the case. Okay. I'm going to hold out for a prodigy. We might as well try and give it a go. Let's go for a genius then for our other son. Obviously, going to be a few more of those. Scholar bureaucrat She's a loyal servant, though, I believe. Counts as a loyal servant. See, false religion is still a big one. Yeah. Possible to invite to court with favor because she is loyal. Okay, not too much of a problem. What about you? You're not related to anybody. Okay, that we might be able to do then. By favor? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. So there's our genius wife. She's not too bad either. She's got pretty decent stats. Depressed is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but diligent, gregarious, everything else seems quite alright there. Welcome. Join our court, and I'm going to marry you to my lunatic son. That'll make you feel better. Nanfadler. There we are. So 2 geniuses together. Gives us a pretty strong chance of more geniuses in the future. Well, not a strong chance, but not an insignificant chance either. We also need a new ambition. Build a great work. To be fair, when you're sitting on 1,800 gold, I could do that. But this ambition will result in an extra feature being built. Oh, I actually had no idea. Wow. This ambition will result in an extra feature being built. So does that mean you start with... I'm interpreting that as... you get a random feature rather than an extra feature slot. But the extra feature slot would be a lot nicer, especially if it is random. We don't just want a random, statue of a horse's ass in our capital. I could go for that. We want to do something that might give maybe like moral authority. Piety would be pretty good as well. Bearing in mind the piety of the religious head affects the moral authority of the religion overall. And if we become the religious head, I think that would help out quite a lot. Like a grand cathedral would be phenomenal. But the only thing I'm concerned about is if we build a Grand Cathedral as a Catholic and we flip religion, I think the limit on that being active is the fact that you are Catholic, right? The same as taking, say, the Hagia Sophia. Okay. I go like Grand University for the cultural. Grand Activate Triumphal Arch. I don't think we've done anything that warrants that. Market Cross is always fantastic in a capital. I do like the imposing obelisk. A fearful black obelisk of foreign design that serves as a reminder that the builders of power and prestige are... It's a bit of a waste, really. I think I'm going to go for a market cross. Until I know for a fact whether or not the cathedrals are a valid idea when we're potentially going to flip religion again. I don't want to... I mean, to be fair, we're probably going to flip religion before the damn thing's built anyway, because these things always take hundreds of years, don't they? Oh, hello. Does not get boring sitting around in your big fancy castle with all your nice furniture and nice servants speaking your nice language after the dungeon master. You just try something a little different, spice up your life. I mean... Originally, I was planning on restricting, just as a kind of aside here, I was planning on restricting to the Dungeon Master in what he can do with his life, by giving him some character flags that basically mark him as busy. But to be honest, I quite like the fact that he's gone on a journey to China and become a werewolf. Whorehound tea, made from the leaves of a whorehound. He's also got a severe illness. He's also doing religious studies. I quite like that the Dungeon Master just does shit in his spare time. He's apparently also picked up a silk shroud during his journeys to China. Everybody needs a holiday. There's no place like home. Rulers at random will have their capital swapped with other random rulers. Was that one right there? Yes, it was. Kevin Roos just randomly grabbed part of Bavaria there. Okay, we've got the Byzantine Empire taking Bremen. I think Byzantine Empire might have had Bremen before. Oh god, what's going on? What is that? The Paulician Patriarch got landed. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I was trying to read what it says on it. It does say the Polish Patriarch on the map too. That's what I like about that event. Is not so much the what is this guy? Silent Tongue of the Venturan Band. Over time, you're going to see a lot more landed weird thing. I thought that said yes men then. This is Yemen. That would make a lot of sense. Wow. What else we got here? We got Cordoba. We got Italy over there. I'm looking for weird ones like the Polish Patriarch being landed in Spain. Granted, he is probably just going to get his ass handed to him in about 2 seconds flat, and they're going to take that back, but it's quite cool. Oxford. The Lousy. Oh, God, Alive Oxford? I think he's actually inherited. Oh, he did get given that randomly. What did you have before? So he's had his swap with another random ruler. I don't remember if Oxford get that title or whether it works as like a stack. So the guy at the top gives his capital to the guy below gives his capital to the guy below, and then it repeats that. I don't remember how I did it. Whether or not Oxford just randomly got somewhere. What is he? Mongol Nestorian? Mongol Nestorian? Don't worry about it. Let's just move on. Oh, that looks something interesting. What is that? Another Holy Order. Knights Templar. Oh, cool. I mean, not so cool for us, given that we're planning on becoming a big old heretic boy, but that's okay. It's cool when it's not happening to you. Obviously, if you were playing in Spain and then the Polish Patriarch randomly grabbed one of your provinces and you didn't get anything in exchange, that's a bit of a dick move. And if you're playing with exclave rules as well, say you're not playing with strong exclave independence, you're going to have a massive, just a massive problem with the map by the end of things. You know, if you let this run for long enough. What is this? An excellent diplomat, an ingenious commander, a brilliant administrator, an outstanding spy and thoughtful philosopher. You are a man everybody aspires to be. Whoa! We got another bloodline. All hail King Nananand of Boethia, of the Wise. I renamed it Boethia because I kept calling it Boethia. Because we're playing Morrowind and we just finished playing the Elder Kings where we were worshipping Boethia. And it just, Bohemia doesn't sound like a word anymore. Boethia definitely does. Anyway, founder of Bloodline given the following effects, +2 to everything. What the fuck? What's that? Free Shrewd? Oh my god, it is. An excellent diplomat, an ingenious commander, a brilliant administrator. That is so powerful. Wow. We just got Free Shrewd across the board. And then we've also got a great diplomat from this guy as well. What do you think determines that? Maybe plus above 20 in all stats? Fucking hell, that's powerful. And I assume that's passed on retroactively to... Yeah, wow. That kid... I mean, what happens then? If you keep stacking this up, surely this is going to get out of hand. They might make sure you haven't already got the bloodline. Otherwise, this guy would be able to found his own mastermind bloodline, given +2 to everything. You can see over a couple of generations, that's just going to snowball out of control. You'd have to actually get imbecile or slow or something to counteract it so that it doesn't... They must check if you've already got the bloodline before that fires again. I'm hoping they don't. I won't lie. That'd be quite fun if just every generation it's just a free +2. That could be a series idea as well. Maybe the AI gets that and we don't. I don't know. We'll think something like that going forward. The thought of it is over. Can I be the wife of her babe? I'm pretty sure you are. I trust her word. We'll see with the bloodlines. Oh, so we actually did get a kid there that I completely... Oh, that was Nanomachine's son. Oh, he came out genius. Shit. Okay, we'll need to educate him as well. Oh, just another genius. You know, nothing to worry about there. Right, let's make sure he's getting educated, because he might end up being our heir as well, depending on how well he comes out. Given that he's got timid off the bat. Don't think so. He's going to the monastery. So what are we doing with regards to the society? So we flipped everyone over. Now let's go ahead and see if we can actually induct them. I mean, as long as they've got 100 opinion, there's not really much else we can do at that point, unless they're zealous. I mean, I believe if they're cynical, that gives an even higher chance, right? This guy is zealous, so this guy's going to be... But he also did just convert, so, I mean, I don't think he's... You know, me think the lady doth protest too much. Alright, let's induct you as well. What about all the way down here? You can't... Don't think you can avoid me, hiding all the way down there by your river. Right, okay. We've got Chief Jaroslav. Oh, he's excommunicated. Ethics and philosophy might be quite good. He's also a fucking madman. Fair and mighty ruler, I think, would appeal to him the most. Wrath, lustful, gluttonous... He probably views himself as a bit of a fair and mighty ruler. I'm in. I've wrenched one of my spies to leave a term of the Bible at the anonymous note in the chambers of Count Miroslav. We've got just, chaste, patient, charitable. Obviously ethics and philosophy with that guy. We've got you... Zealous, lustful. Oh god, you're a bit shit. I think ethics and philosophy again, based solely on the fact that he's just and zealous. Okay. And then we've got Nandin Wall. If we're going to convert anybody, it has to be her. So she is chaste, diligent, humble. She's got wrath. I think a fair and mighty ruler. Just a fair and mighty ruler. I think that's pretty good. She is fair and mighty. Let's give it a go. Oh, Jesus. Yes! There we go. Okay. Approach her and attempt to recruit her. Okay, that's just the first step. We failed with him, we failed with him, and we failed with him. Oh, God. We got the one that we actually wanted, though, so I really can't complain. Oh, you son of a bitch. We failed. Covered my face before mass, and once at the church, I sat down next to Nandit Wall. Then at the service, I grabbed her hand, and she tore it straight off. Drew the most holy symbol of God with my finger in her palm. She pretended like nothing had happened, and I left the church, my quest unsuccessful. Damn. I assume we can give it another go, though, right? It just goes on cooldown. It's not like a permanent... Has not been invited to join... Oh, shit, that makes it sound like it's permanent, right? Has not been invited to join secret religious... Bollocks. She is already, though. She didn't join the cult, but she is still old disorganized heretic. Which means if we do end up deciding to make her our heir... Now, she will be 50, and all it would take is one well-placed sword to obviously really screw our succession up here. And, you know, there's an even stronger point. The fact that she doesn't have our bloodlines now. Sure, she's immortal. But again, there are side effects. And this guy has founded 2 bloodlines since her. So we've got a pretty significant bonus by maintaining as this guy's kids. Oh, he's already got a child too. Oh, wow, that's incredible. We might have to marry her off matrilineally then. We might have to do that with all of the all of the female dynasty members from now on. The fact that we've guaranteed them a congenital version of Shrewd, essentially. That's so incredibly powerful. Okay. Border expansion. Oh, God, what is this? Somewhere in the far reaches of my subconscious, I know I'm in a dream. But I otherwise do not remember who I truly am. The room is disorientating at first, with furniture designed in outlandish ways and paintings and decor that look gaudy and ridiculous. There is, however, a mirror nearby. Perhaps that will give me a clue as to who or what I am, where I am, and why I am. I glide towards the mirror. Are you doing alright? I asked awkwardly. Don't worry about me, he says dismissively. You don't need to, but it's my job to worry about you, I retort. You still look hurt over that. Sorry? Are we going on a date with ourselves? We walk side by side along a riverbank in some small town or cities to engage in casual talk. He nods, still frowning as he ruffles through my hair. He's almost like an older brother to me, and yet, I want more. Grab him and confess my feelings. Say mean things to him. Shyly holds my hand. I've nothing to lose. My firm must know. Do it. Wow. He's about to say something. To respond to me, to say what had been on his mind for what had been more than a decade since we played under by that old tree at my grandfather's house. I don't know what this is a reference to. If anybody knows what this is a reference to, I wake up confused. Yeah. I realise I'm not that quiet, sweet girl, but King Nananandor of Boethia. Wow, there we go. Takes me several minutes before I hate it when I think I'm a quiet, sweet girl. But actually, it was me, King Nananandor of Boethia. Wow, okay, there we go. Health plus 0.1, monthly piety 0.2. 30% chance of chase. No, I didn't sign up for that. Okay, we didn't get it. So yes, I didn't sign up for that. It's just occurred to me how good our character's traits are too. Fucking look at this guy. He's an incredibly good educator. That's one thing. Another reason I want to keep an eye on these kids a little bit is just to make sure that if they do end up having genius kids of their own, or if we've got any other genius kids that I've perhaps neglected and just realized, assigning them us as a guardian would be incredible, because we are... The only thing we're missing is genuinely diligent, and we would be the best educator you could possibly get in the game. Charitable also plays massively to it. Same with kind, just, brave, ambitious. Has a chance of avoiding the event that makes them into your rival. You can just encourage them to become ambitious. Vladimir. This is where the challenge begins, because I don't know. Again, time is of the essence today. I don't think I can just go and have a look at namegenerator.org. I'm going to have to come up with a clever one off the top of my head. What begins with Nan? Nan. Good God, help me here. Nan. The only thing I can think of is Nantucket, which we've already used, and Nanking, which seems a little random. So I'm gonna go for... We've got Nantucket. That's a random place in America, right? I don't know. Nanking is fine. That's just a random place in China. Done. Nanking, spelt like king, because this kid might become... Prince Nanking is just incredibly confusing. Just call him King Nan. Prince King Nan would have been even better. Right, here we go. Thrift for you, tiny child, and then we'll just throw you at absolutely the first guy to turn up. Are you any good? No. He's got diligence, so that's alright, I guess. Bretislav the Gentle. He seems like he could be a good educator. Unless they're referring to the fact that he's a gentle lover, at which point that's incredibly concerning. Can we convert any of the vassals? Are we finished with that? Because that was the kind of big thing I went on a tirade about, and then kind of lost my train of thought. So we want to go our vassals, not of my religion. No. Vassals of... Yeah, not of my religion, you're right. So the only one we've got is Blanco. I assume that's an actual Polish name, and I assume it would be Vanko rather than Wanko, but that is pretty... That's pretty bad. Bear in mind, I got demonetized for nanfuck, so God knows what they're going to think about Wanko, even though it is a potentially real name there. Yeah, we can't confirm because he's a vassal. That's all I can do with regards to the society. We literally can do nothing else with it. I will admit, I'm a little disappointed. Polish revolt right on my borders, and there's Zikri. We could holy war them. They've got 370... Oh my God, this is big. Okay. Bear in mind, we were going to make the Slavic Union, holy war for Silesia. We already have... I believe some troops there, don't we? Sorry, some land in... Do we not? Was up a... Oh, it's a... Yeah, we do. Okay, fantastic. Let's get back in there. We came from Upper Silesia, didn't we? We seem to have lost it somehow. Oh, you son of a bitch. But it looks as if they are still... They are still Zikri. We could go for it again. Maybe they converted. Or maybe it was just a regular rebellion. Now, they are a tribute to Tsarina Nikolina of Bulgaria. Bulgaria's flipped back. They actually won their rebellion and became Orthodox again. Do you think they would come in to help a Zikri ruler if we went to war for them? Holy War for Greater Poland. I mean, that would be fantastic. We could take a massive chunk. That puts us in line with Pomerania. Potentially go to Holy War with Sweden as well if we wanted to. Who are now Zikri too. I'm surprised that hasn't all fallen apart in rebellion, to be honest with you. But it looks as if a lot of his rulers actually converted. Look at this. They've all converted to this Sunny heresy. Wow. We actually might have a stable Zikri realm up there. The only one that remained Norse was in Norway. That's crazy. Okay. I think that's probably not a bad idea then. Because I assume that counts as part of the Slavic Union, doesn't it? Well, let's head up here then. Let's go for Greater Poland first. Oh, shit. Food poisoning. You'll be fine. Spit food poisoning. When's that ever killed anyone? Right, here we go. Get out of here. Go Holy War. We've not really done any big Holy Wars before. Because we've kind of been on the receiving end of them more than anything else. But this would be pretty massive if we get a couple done today. Right, get in there. We've got more troops in them just on... Oh, that's a nice name. We've got more troops in them just on our retinue. I don't think it's necessary to raise troops. Oh, she did join. Now it's necessary. She's got 9,000. What have we got in total? 10,000. We should still be fine. How the hell have we got more troops in her? Vassal opinion, I assume, is quite low because she's... Oh, she's actually at war with the Hungarian Holy War. Oh, Hungary declared an offensive Holy War on her. Right. Sorry, where is Hungary right now? How are you able to declare an offensive Holy War on her? Attacking... Oh! She joined her... Wait, on Lesser Poland? Oh, sorry, what the fuck's going on here? Hungarian Holy War for Lesser Poland. So, Hungary, a tribute to Bulgaria, declared war on Poland, another tribute to Bulgaria, and then the tribute... I didn't even realize the tribute could join wars. Oh, defending against that. Right, they're defending against their own tributary. Okay, that's fine. They're a little distracted, but they will still clap us if we're not careful. Nana Nandor, sickly Nana Nandor. There's got to be a disease that begins with Nan. 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 I haven't got anything. Look, we're going to have to... I'm just going to have to call them any old shit for today. And then I'll come back. I'll think of some clever names in between episodes, okay? That's my promise to you. Nan... What was the name of... What was the name of the guy in Game of Thrones? Was he not... His name began with Nan, didn't it? The Clegane brother? The Hound? Oh, that was Sandor. Snandor? Well, that's just basically just Nandor. Fine, we'll call him Nandor then, seeing as that's a bit of my own confusion going on there. Nandor Nancy. That's a much more simplified name. You don't deserve the name Nana Nandor. That's for our guy. We could come up with a scheme. The amount of Nars you've got in your name is like, you know, if you're Prodigy, you get 3 Nars. Genius, you get 2 Nars. Right, here we go. You can be thrown to the wolves for all I care. God, well, no, I support the church. Right, here we go. Let's get some other troops from... I think what I'll do with these troops from Poland is we'll go ahead and stick them there. Sorry, from our realm. We'll stick them on the Polish border. Just in case the Bulgarians come marching for us. I kind of want them close to the capital, where we can pull them back quickly, but somewhere where they can help reinforce our troops, just in case, for whatever reason, they come, I don't know, via the Gulf of Danzig, or swing around this side of the mountains. This is going to be fine, though. I think we'll be alright. It's just a bunch of... We're burning down tribe lands, essentially, right? So it's not going to be exactly waiting for days and days and days for the sieges to complete. If we just take out the war goal, then we could just run back and sit within our own borders and pick off their troops as they come nearby. I think it's probably the safest way to go about it. Oh, shit. No! You big stinky. This is the event I edited out before. And then people got very angry at me, even though the event is just this. if you don't want to be spoiled for the Dungeon Master, look away now. I won't read it out loud, but I will say, you know, okay, it's fine, it's gone, and you can come back, okay? So just go, get out of here. This is what happens, for those of you still watching. It's meant to be just you know, it's meant to, like, kind of throw you off a little bit. It's a mystery. You think, oh, this is great, and then you actually see, damn, bamboozled again. Okay, you can look back now if you didn't want to spoil yourselves, because there were people who specifically said, thank you for editing out. I do plan on playing this myself. So that's good. I think everybody should be happy with the outcome. Right, okay, this is exactly why I've got the army here. Can we cut them off? We can actually catch them there. Let's swap you guys over. We'll get this force with no commanders to take back the province they just counter-sieged. And let's do something like... Oh, they actually did escape. You sons of bitches. Can we catch them? I don't want to go too deep. Oh my god! Speaking of going too deep, it's no secret that the Dungeon Master, like most Dungeon Masters, is incredibly lonely and isolated man. We have another King Babby Make. What do you mean he called it his special move? All married rulers' wives become mysteriously pregnant. Was our wife mysteriously pregnant? I guess we'll find out in a second, won't we? Oh, what's that one she's got there? Famous royal counselor. Oh, because she's been our steward. Making a lot of sense with 21. Though she's got 27 intrigue. I think it would make much more sense to make her a spy master, especially because she seems fairly trustworthy as well. She obviously likes her character a fair amount. I've done exactly the thing I said I wouldn't do, and start sieging with this one, just in case an army came for our capital. Kind of broke my own rule there, but that's okay. Prosperity increase. We're only at 4%, which is a bit surprising. What is this one? Legend Prior is a giant tree which was planted many generations ago to provide shade for the locals. It was 20 gold, but we gain a load of cool shit for a very long time. For 20 gold. Tax modifier plus 1%. I mean, it's not massive, but the local revolt risk minus 1% for 20 gold is pretty huge. Oh, hello. I've still got my good commanders on that one, so that's okay. Oh, we're actually going to win. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Okay, I thought we had that one in the bag for a second. Send me the Romans. Send me the fucking Romans. Maximus. Maximianus. Hasso. Nananando. Get in there. We're probably going to lose this battle. I don't think we're going to get there in time. Yeah, I thought that was the case. But we might be able to catch them still. Stop them. Fucking Bulgaria. Why are you helping heretics? You shits. Wait, hang on. That's not Bulgaria. Oh, that is Bulgaria. So I thought that was a bloody holy order then for a second. It's a very similar flag. Okay. So those guys there are okay. Bear in mind, those guys have no commanders. So we're very, very careful about leaving our sieging army basically with no one on the unit. There we go. That should be fine. They've got a very similar flag to... Is that not the Papal States, or am I going mad? Maybe I'm going mad. It looks identical. Okay. Doesn't matter too much. Right, we're at 40%. We've got a lot of battle war score in there. Let's bring you guys down to here just to try and cut off and provide a little bit of cover for our sieging army. You can get erudite. Don't really give too much of a shit, to be honest with you. Right, here we go. This is looking good. And again, this gives us a lot of connections with Sweden and these places. If we can take back this, I think we're going to need to take back this as well, aren't we, for the Slavic Union. Poland, Ruthenia. Oh, to be fair, Pomerania isn't part of it. Okay. I guess it's not such a big deal. I'll take it anyway, because otherwise our borders will look hideous if there's just a chunk of Sweden. You know what I think about Sweden. Right, let's go. Let's go and cut some armies off with you guys, because you've actually got okay commanders. So let's take those guys, just try and we'll keep these guys in charge of the sieges. We'll try and stop the enemy counter-sieging while these guys come out and do some real damage, like some really smash and grab shit. If we're dashing through, we just go to their capital, knock it down. Like I said, it's mostly tribal here anyway, and we can knock that down pretty fast. They're only tribal armies too. Oh, sorry, they're only mercenary armies, so I don't really care if we take some massive losses on that one. Our retinue's the one doing all the sieging. God, look how many troops there are over the friggin' field. You're going to... Okay, so you're actually movement locked. Oh, but he escaped. There we go, we've got him. Okay, not too bad. Swing around 88%. Fucking hell. Incestuous couple. Reports come from... I'm going to read this one out because obviously I know you guys... I know what you guys want. Reports come from a village in Opava. Two siblings, a brother and a sister, lusted after one another. Quite unnatural and shameful indeed. The two siblings caught in the middle of intercourse recently and had to flee elsewhere to avoid the wrath of their family and the villagers. Now believe they're in some foreign land and who knows where they are. Who am I to judge? Love is love. Deviant opinion. Oh, I admit, this kind of interests me in a strange way. Kif, inform the men. Okay, that's fine. I'm alright with that. What did that do for us again? Sorry, I just clicked it without... Just gives deviant opinion. This character has odd preferences, to put it lightly. What, that he's tolerant towards a brother and a sister? Look, that's fine. It's the medieval times, okay? might be one of my more indefensible positions, I will admit. Right, 96%. Come on, just surrender. Let's just go and knock down a province. Faster. Hang on. Well, run out of gold. Yeah, see, that's why I want to speed things up all right. If we just knock this down, we might be good. Go. Boom. 97. Krakow. Knock it down. Knock it down. Fast. Minus 21 gold. They won't leave quite yet. Pet cat died. Goodbye, cat. Boom. 100%. There we go. Well, that was getting close. We almost got into debt there, but look at the land. That's what I like to see. If we could get a sea tile of our own, actually, in hindsight, or I'll just organize. Heretic doesn't let you raid, but we can reform the religion to allow us to raid. So if we get a sea tile, that could be massive. But we've got some really good land there too, so I really can't complain. That's not too bad at all. It's the most expansion I think we've ever done in a single fell swoop. A little bit risky. Can we? I mean, they're our religion, so obviously they don't really give a shit either. They're actually really loyal vassals. It's a bonus to why I want to kind of do it now with this guy too. Any guys we conquer in war, they're already going to have our opinion, so when succession goes through, their opinion of predecessor is already going to be decently high. So I think that worked out quite nicely. Hey, not too bad. I was expecting more chaos from the Dungeon Master, to be honest with you. This has all been a bit of a... He's been very low scope again. I was hoping that giving him the yearly... I mean, he had 3 attempts there in one episode to try and cause some more chaos. None of the big ones, though we did get Immortals yesterday, so that's already enough to consider, in my opinion. Thank you all for watching. We'll leave that one here for today, because I do have to dash in a hurry. Apologies about the somewhat rushed episode. I was hoping for a bit more chaos. If we ever do a chaos episode again, we'll set it to every 6 months. How about that? I think that could be quite an interesting twist on things. But I figured a year was already overdoing it. But he kind of, because it's mean time to happen, just happened that we got a little unlucky, assuming that what you're after was Dungeon Master fuckery. A big thank you, of course, to those over at Patreon and, of course, the new people over at Coffee. A big thank you goes out to Goatfather, Slippy Nips, Dante Mordecane, Under the Couch, Angelo, Slickback, Ciala, Huey Longdong, Sweet Sea, Gun, My Name Isn't Dio, Distorted Triangle, Kamara Shmail, Crane Fixer, Oregon, and everyone else at the insane tier levels, both on Patreon and on Coffee as well. Especially big thank you to everybody who's already jumped ship there. Obviously, that was completely unnecessary. Could have just waited till the end of the month. That would have been fine, but a lot of people have been incredibly generous and jump shipped really early. So, again, appreciate the support, especially when it comes to jumping over to a new platform. Thank you as well. Goes out to Squirty, Dion, Lost World, Keith, Jackson P, Talar, K-Shot, Udric Haddon, Zerato, Moondoggy, Varlo, Silent Sentinel, Anchor, Lampy, Peanut Griller, and Jeebus Crust for their support at Patreon as well. And, of course, Coffee and everybody over there. But thank you all for being part of the final month over at Patreon before we switch over to a new platform. Maybe we'll go back. Who knows? Especially because Patreon announced today they're actually taking multiple forms of currency, which would reduce the fees by a very small amount, but still not enough to keep me on the platform, I will admit. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you potentially tomorrow, if not the day after.